Dacha How, Wosha Michael Larson, Wosha Nima Depungyu. Hello everybody, this is Mike Larson from BBC IML, and this is A Moment with Mike. Somebody close to me I knew had gone for an interview a couple years ago, and it was at a video store, and and she came back very angry and was telling me about it, and I'm trying to figure out, why is she so angry? Did the interview not go well? And she said, well, I really don't know, because it was really strange. I went there thinking it was going to be an interview, and they gave me this test, and it was a math test of all things. And of course, this person doesn't really enjoy math that much. She's more into English, and very good at that, and literature, but math was something that she always struggled with. I said, math? And she said, yeah. And she said, it wasn't just math. And I could just see that the anger rising in her, and almost to some extent embarrassment. But she said, they gave me this test, and they gave me a certain time to do it in, which already was trouble, because math and time isn't always good for people. But it was a math test. They didn't give her a calculator, so she had to figure out all of it. And then in the math test, there was calculus, and there was geometry for a video store. And she was trying to figure out for the life of her why there was geometry or calculus for a video store. What in the world would you use geometry or calculus for a video store? I mean, do you have to figure out the geometrics of a box to be able to put it on the shelf? Do you have to calculate the distance from the front door in calculus? But so we were having it actually kind of, once she got over her anger, we started to kind of laugh about it. And it's become kind of a joke in our family now, is when you go for an interview, maybe you ought to study up on your calculus geometry. But I could see if she was going for a job to build a bridge over a Mississippi River, or maybe a building in downtown New York, but to have calculus and geometry to do a video store. And it made me wonder, how many people did they actually get at this video store? And it made me wonder if the manager could actually figure out those numbers. And then you start to think, so in my life, I've been in leadership for a long time. And what I learned in leadership was that when you hire, if your sole purpose is to hire for skill, you've already capped that employee. See, business is dependent on people. As long as people are going to be around, business is going to be around. So business is infinite, because people are infinite. But businesses themselves are finite. And one of the things that businesses do is that they compete with other businesses, and then they hire skills, because they want to make sure when that person comes in, immediately they're going to be able to give them the full performance, and they're going to make a big difference in the business. I can understand doing that. The issue is that if you hire the best skilled person, their growth is not that great, especially if the personality doesn't match the position. So I learned in business that I did much better when I hired for personality rather than business, because when you hire for personality, you're hiring the person. And remember, business, as long as people are around, there'll be business around. That makes business infinite. So when you hire people, they become your greatest asset. And part of your greatest asset is the ability to attract people. If you're hiring skill, are you really attracting people? Probably not. If you're hiring personality, though, and you understand how personality matches a position, the unlimited growth of that person in that position is incredible. And usually that is their passion also. In fact, always it's their passion. And passion is the indicator of strength. That's how we tell when somebody has strength, is when they have passion for something. And you can actually match a personality to a position if you understand personalities. That was what one of the reasons I created Fundamental Elements, because I wanted to be able to understand people so I could match a position to a person, and I was hiring personality. Skill is, you want a little bit of skill, obviously. You want to have something that they understand, but if I had to choose between the two of them, it isn't even close. I'd take personality if they had no skill whatsoever, because I know that the skill will come, but the personality, that's really tough to match to a position. So it just gave me a laugh with that video store when they're hiring for something that didn't seemingly really even matter for the job. So they were hiring for skill on a skill that really didn't even matter. And I just I wonder how successful that was. As you can see, I'm out by Lake Superior this evening, enjoying the evening by the fire here. And beautiful Sunday evening. I think it's pretty hot inland from here, but our great air conditioner out here, the big lake, keeps us cool right here, so it's fun. I see Franklin Nance is on, and Gina Bryant, and Penny. I appreciate you being on this evening, and you guys have a super fantastic evening. I hope this finds you well. I will be on every evening at 7 p.m., unless something's going to be up that following evening, and I'll let you know what time it will be the next day. But 7 o'clock every evening. If you like what you see here, join me every evening. And you can join us on Inspired Motivated Leadership Facebook page. If you have a subject you'd like me to go over, I'd be happy to do it. Look me up at or send me a message at inspiredmotivatedleadership.com. Or Mike at inspiredmotivatedleadership.com. That probably wouldn't have helped you that much. Or you can message me on Messenger. Like our page. I really appreciate the likes, and then I know that we're doing the right things and we're pushing along. We're adding value to people. That's the goal here, is to add value to people. If you have a comment when I'm talking or a question while I'm talking here, feel free to ask a question. I'd be happy to answer. I love Q&A. So have a super fantastic evening, and we'll talk soon.